Have you ever felt your mood change because of someone's words? Maybe a friend spoke harshly. Maybe your boss raised his voice. Or maybe someone ignored your message, and suddenly your whole day felt heavy. But here is a powerful truth most people never realize. No one can control your anger unless you hand them that power. This is the story of a man who once lived like a burning fire and how one simple lesson changed his entire life. Maybe in some way, this story is yours too. Long ago, in a peaceful village surrounded by mountains, lived a man named Rahim. Everyone knew Rahim, not for his kindness, but for his temper. If his wife forgot salt in the food, he shouted. If a goat wandered into his field, he screamed. If children laughed too loudly outside his home, he stormed out yelling, "Can't you be quiet for even one moment?" Rahim believed the world was full of fools. He never believed the problem was him. His wife, Amina, often spoke gently. "Rahim, why do you let such small things steal your peace?" Rahim would reply angrily. "People must learn respect. If they behave badly, how can I stay calm?" What Rahim didn't realize was this. Every time he reacted, he was giving others control over his peace. One summer morning, a monk arrived in the village. He wore simple white clothes, and his face was calm like a quiet lake. He sat under a banyan tree near the village well. People whispered he speaks very little, but his words reached deep into the heart. One afternoon, Amina said, "Rahim, go meet the monk. Maybe he can help you." Rahim laughed. "What can a monk teach me? He doesn't deal with people like I do." But fate had other plans. The next day, while working in his field, a neighbor's young son accidentally broke one of Rahim's tools. Rahim exploded. He shouted so loudly that birds flew away from the trees. The boy ran home crying. That evening, Rahim sat alone. His chest burned. His head felt heavy. "Why do I always feel worse after getting angry?" he whispered. That night, he couldn't sleep. Before sunrise, Rahim walked toward the banyan tree. The monk sat quietly, eyes closed, listening to the morning birds. Rahim stood there nervous. Finally, he spoke. "Master, I am tired. People make me angry, and I cannot control myself." The monk opened his eyes and smiled softly. "Sit, my friend," he asked. "When someone angers you, how long does that anger stay?" Rahim thought. "Sometimes hours, sometimes the whole day, and when the anger leaves, how do you feel?" the monk asked. Rahim lowered his head. Empty, sad, exhausted. The monk nodded. "Because anger burns the one who holds it, not the one it's thrown at." The monk lifted a cup of clear water. "This water is calm. You can see your reflection." Then he shook it. "Now can you see clearly?" Rahim shook his head. "That is your mind," the monk said. "When it is disturbed, truth disappears." Rahim asked, "So should I stay silent when people insult me?" The monk smiled. "No, learn to respond, not react. There is a great difference. When someone throws dirt at you, you can catch it or step aside. The choice is always yours." The next morning, the monk asked Rahim to bring a pot of water and some sand. Rahim obeyed. "Now boil the water," said the monk. As the water bubbled, the monk asked, "Can you touch it?" "No," Rahim replied. "It will burn me." "That is anger," the monk said. "When emotions boil, peace becomes untouchable." Then the monk dropped sand into the pot. The sand makes the water dirty. That is your mind when you react. He poured the water into a bowl. After some time, the sand settled and the water became clear again. "This," said the monk, "is what happens when you stop reacting. Your mind settles. You see life clearly." Rahim sat in silence. For the first time, he understood he had been boiling his own peace for years. Over the next few days, Rahim practiced calmness. When someone annoyed him, he paused, breathed deeply, and remembered. "Step aside. Don't catch the dirt." It wasn't easy. His old habits resisted. One day, a merchant tried to cheat him in the market. Rahim felt the fire rise. But instead of shouting, he calmly said, "I will buy from someone honest." And he walked away. That night, Rahim slept peacefully, something he hadn't felt in years. Then came the test. One morning, some young men mocked him. "Look, the angry man has become a saint!" They laughed. Rahim felt his fists tighten. His mind shouted, "Show them who you are!" But then he remembered the monk's words. When you react, you give your power away. Rahim smiled and said calmly, "You're right. I used to get angry. Now I'm learning something better." Confused, one of them asked, "How can you stay calm when we insult you?" Rahim replied, "When someone offers you poison, you don't have to drink it." They fell silent. Rahim walked away, peaceful. Weeks passed. Amina noticed the change. No more shouting. More smiles. More patience. One morning, Rahim returned to the banyan tree. "Master," he said, "I've learned the truth. People never controlled my anger. My mind did. Now I choose peace." The monk smiled. "Life will always test you. Each calm moment makes you stronger." Rahim asked, "Will people ever stop testing me?" The monk laughed softly. "When the storm sees you no longer run, it stops chasing you." Years later, Rahim became known as the calmest man in the village. People came to him for advice. He always said, "Peace is not found in silence outside, but in silence within." One day, a child asked, "Uncle Rahim, don't people still try to make you angry?" Rahim smiled. "They try, but when you stop reacting, their power disappears. You can't control the wind," he said, "but you can learn how to sail." Looking at the mountains, he whispered, "When I stopped reacting, I truly started living." We cannot stop people from speaking harshly. We cannot stop problems from coming, but we can stop giving them the power to steal our peace. Every reaction is a choice. Every calm moment is strength. The one who controls his reaction controls his life. So next time someone tries to disturb your peace, smile and remember, I will not catch the dirt. You cannot control the world, but you can control your response to it. Real strength isn't shouting back. It's staying peaceful when the world tries to shake you.
If this story touched your heart,
Subscribe for more stories of Tale of Wisdom. Because every story here helps you become a better version of yourself.